Okay, welcome to Vox Populi. I'm your host, Rodney, surname Brewer. That's Brewer, for those of you who don't know. I'm going to turn me up a little bit here. Alright, today we're going to talk about alternative medicine, or complementary medicine, as it is also known. I'm just going to give us a little bit of a starting point here. There was a story, Sydney Morning Herald, a little while ago on the 29th, last month, and call for age limit after chiropractor breaks baby's back. Alright, so a baby's neck has been broken by a chiropractor in an accident, doctors say shows the profession should stop treating children. The injury was reported to the Chiropractic Board of Australia, which closed the case without reporting it to the public and allowed the chiropractor to keep practicing as long as they undertook education with an expert in the field of paediatric chiropractic. Now, just try not to dwell too much on the contradiction in that sentence. Now, the Sun Herald has also seen evidence that chiropractors have been entering Sydney hospitals, including neonatal intensive care wards and surgical wards, to treat patients without required permission. The article goes on to say New South Wales Health has warned that any chiropractor working in a hospital without permission could put patients at risk, while the Australian Medical Association New South Wales says the behaviour is outrageous. Yes, so there's also some information there. Melbourne paediatrician Chris Pappas cared for a 4-month-old baby last year after one of her vertebrae was fractured during a chiropractic treatment for torticollis, an abnormal neck position that is usually harmless. He said the infant was lucky to make a full recovery. Is that right, Alex? Am I pronouncing that right? Oh, very good. I should say we've got Alex, Brittany and Ryan with us today.
Resident medical student.
Brittany.
Why are you even bothering asking us? Just ask them.
Brittany and Ryan are both engineering students. Alex is a medical student, so she can provide some sort
vast
of
experience in medical matters.
You got this. No, you got
some sort of help regarding
That was quite a lot.
regarding pronunciation. So yes, that's a rather shocking story. Now it's just one example of what perhaps chiropractic is about. I'll give you a little bit of history, if I may.
It's possibly a biased story right there.
It is a little bit biased.
A little bit biased.
We'll move on. So chiropractic was founded in 1895 by Daniel David Palmer in Davenport, Iowa, in America. Palmer, a magnetic healer, hypothesized that manual manipulation of the spine could cure disease. And it goes on like that. And there's also osteopathy, which is very similar, which started before chiropractic. The practice of osteopathy began in the United States in 1874. The term osteopathy was coined by Andrew Taylor Still, who was a physician and a surgeon in Kansas State. So that's America as well. So yeah, so chiropractic came after osteopath, and they're very similar. They believe the body can heal itself, and through manipulation of the spine, etc. Now I'm going to start with Brittany again. Brittany, what's your take on alternative medicine in Australia? Of course, chiropractic being one example. There are other examples, of course. You've got chiropractor, obviously naturopath, acupuncturist, osteopath,
Homeopathy.
Traditional Chinese medicine practitioner, and homeopathy, which Ryan just mentioned. So, Brittany, what is your opinion on?
Well, I just learned that chiropractic was an alternative medicine.
Do you care
Yeah.
to expand on that thought?
No, I think that sums it up.
Ryan, what about yourself?
Wait.
Brittany's still got stuff to say. She's not finished. Holy shit.
The alternative medicine works. That's what they call medicine, as far as I'm concerned.
Ryan, what? We'll go on to Ryan.
The funding is absolutely ridiculous for this alternative medicine. I mean, we have mainstream medicine. It's proven to work with a scientific method. I don't understand why people want to seek alternative treatments. But the sad thing is that some of these alternative medicines go on to... you can get it with your health insurance. You can get referred to by other doctors. I mean, it seems rather ridiculous that you can be referred to alternative medicine from the mainstream system. Seems a little bit ridiculous. But I mean, some of the claims that they make in some of these alternative medicines is just ridiculous. Like homeopathy, where you dilute something more, it becomes more efficacious. It's quite simply the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard. And it's supposed to be the ideal dilution is supposed to be, more dilute than a single drop in the ocean.
Okay,
completely ridiculous. As well as chiropractic. I mean, you can hear just from there that healing disease from the manipulation of the spine. I mean, how's that supposed to work? I mean, what is the
Ryan, that was fantastic. It's so fantastic you're causing me to stutter. But I'm going to bring Alex in on this one as well. I've kind of just left her out because I wasn't sure whether she was actually going to be participating today. Originally not, but thankfully she's here now, so I'm going to also ask her opinion on alternative medicine in Australia. Alex, go ahead. Give me your opinion.
I didn't know I was coming on this either. Well, yeah, I mean, I think this, you pretty much summed it up. Obviously, being a med student and being in the institution itself, we're not huge fans of alternative medicine. But I mean, you know, it's the placebo effect, and I'm a huge fan of it, so long as...
Well, it takes patients out of your system.
It
so
does.
It frees up the system.
That's the thing. I'm like, look, if you have some problem that really is just, you need to just put your mind at ease, and if you believe what you're taking is helping you with that, I'm all for that. Whatever. So long as it doesn't interfere with you getting proper medical treatment when you need it.
Yeah, it has a time and place.
Exactly. It has a time and place. I mean, if you're suffering constant headaches and the doctors can't figure out what it is, they've ruled out all the sinister causes, but you find that taking garlic extract made from the gardens of wherever works, then fine, whatever. I'll leave you to it. And it's ridiculous, like, because we've looked at it a bit, the amounts of money people spend on this. Oh my goodness, it's ridiculous. So yeah, look, not a fan. Particularly chiropractors are a special sort of case. I'm not really okay with the idea of doing that stuff, particularly I guess as the case was on children. If you're an adult and you want to do it, go for it, spend the money, whatever. But for kids, I just think can get very dangerous. So yeah, not a fan.
Well, the regulatory sort of framework seems to be different for alternative medicine than for, you know, mainstream medicine, which
there
is highlighted by
which
that.
Is the problem. Yeah.
I mean, you'd think that it would have to monitored in some kind of mainstream way because you're still dealing with a person.
Yeah. That's the thing. It's not regulated like.
Which is
I guess you call it Western medicine or actual medicine is. It's not regulated the same way, which is where part of the problem is because it's like we don't know if. I mean, it's probably honestly not doing much harm. Most of the other alternative stuff. It's just
Yeah.
It does.
I think it's great the fact that in the Sydney Morning Herald article, there's actually a banner ad just above, sort of in between the headline and the picture of a baby having its spine manipulated, apparently, of Macquarie University, and they have a department of chiropractic in Macquarie University.
Bachelor of
They're only one of
Science.
They're only one of four.
Science usually.
There's also Murdoch University. There's IMIT, that is to say Royal Melbourne Institute of Technology, and Central Queensland University started offering chiropractic as of last year. So yeah, there you go. So it's controversial, I suppose. According to the census figures from 96 to 2006, these are the only figures I could find, a cursory glance, if you will. There wasn't much of a leap from 96 to 2006. Apparently in 2006 there's 2,500 chiropractors, about 3,000 naturopaths, and this is all ABS government website data. Acupuncturists is about 1,000, osteopaths is about 780, traditional Chinese medicine practitioner there's 480, homeopaths 236. I don't know, there's not that many, but I guess people are really getting on it. Even the Australian Council, that is to say, the Cancer Council website, they don't, obviously, they say you could get alternative therapies if you want, but if it's going to interfere with, getting chemo or something, perhaps you shouldn't do it.
Get chemo first.
That's about all we have to say on that. I was going to do a joke with Elvis the Fox, but I don't know, I should have perhaps introduced,
Segway.
I was going to have some weird non sequitur.
I was going to do a joke about this, so
I'm going to play it anyway.
Dog goes woof.
That's great, Board. A dog says woof. Awesome. And that's the joke.
That's the joke.
Wait, I got that as well. Wait.
That's the joke.
That's just fantastic. See, if I was better at setting this up, I could have, maybe made that a bit more dynamic, but I didn't. Oh, and we've got some feedback there.
A lot of feedback there.
Okay, all right. We're gonna stop talking about alternative medicine because we're almost up to about 10 minutes. All right, we're gonna stop. All right. Yeah, that was Vox Populi. Thank you for listening.